Welcome back again for another Next Steps video. And Danny and I, we're going to do just 2 videos together, and we're going to talk about adoption. And then the more we started processing things, a really great topic came up, and it was the topic of how do we love like Jesus? And what we realized is Danny being Gen Z, and I'm Gen X, having 2 different generations, there's some things that we can learn from each other, and especially I would say things that I've learned from Danny. But I don't know if you remember. Do you remember the Roushes growing up?
Roush.
Roush. And so when Danny, we first brought Danny home from China, we had neighbors across the street. And, you know, we shared a little bit last time about how Danny was very nervous and fearful of new people. But then something started to flip in her. Her little personality started to come out, and it overrode your fear. And so the Roushes became a home away from home. And you would go over there and you would jump on their trampoline and you would have so much fun with them. Tell us a little bit and talk a little bit about that, how you evolved as you grew up into making friends and being around people.
Being younger and adopted and different than everyone, just being like the youngest child, I definitely I would feel left out often, and I didn't like that feeling. So I was just like, I kind of made it my mission to make people feel included in things, and especially like at school or whatever, I would just talk to a bunch of random people and just kind of befriend them just so they wouldn't have that same feeling, because I know I hated that feeling and I just wanted to feel included.
Yeah, so being included was so important to you, so then you did your best to include people, especially those that you thought weren't being included. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like I said, you've taught me so much, and not just about my cell phone, although that's a lot of times she'll grab it from me and she'll go, "Mom, come on, like, figure this out." Or TikTok, like, you know, I'm sure you've seen me. If you've seen Danny's TikTok, you've seen me in the background sometimes. Lovely. But you've taught me one of the most, if not the most important thing as a Christ follower, and it's how to love like Jesus.
I definitely struggled with feeling not loved by my family, but just feeling loved in general sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I got this tattoo. It says love with a period at the end, because God loves us. There's no question mark. He doesn't love just Christians or just this group of people. He loves everyone, and that's that. It ends right there.
Right, and he calls us
to love everyone, and that's that.
Right.
We want to live more like God, then we should love everyone just like he does, you know.
Right. And so what does that mean to love like Jesus? Like, it's yes to love everyone, mm-hmm. but how do we show that? What do we need to do?
I think it's important to create relationships with people, rather than starting out and kind of making them feel trapped in your religion.
Right. Start out with, "Hey, do you want to go out to eat? Mm-hmm. Hey, I see you like to skateboard. Yeah. Let's go skateboarding. Yeah. Let's go to a movie." Like, you know, and I think that's such an example for all of us to not just say, "Oh, I love all people," but actually step into an environment where there are people, even people far from God, and saying, "I want to be your friend. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be your friend." And that's such a different way for me to look at things. I think I've said I would be a friend to all people, but I haven't shown it.
I think it's important to see people's heart and to love the people that are different from you, the people that share the same interests as you, that are close to you, not just the people that are close to you.
So here's what we're going to do for our next step. When you see someone and maybe see them on their outside appearance, and maybe start thinking sin, and that's your first thought, I want you to ask God to help you see them as his child and created in his image, and someone that you can show Jesus to, and maybe they'll start seeing Jesus in you and want Jesus too. So that's your next step today, whether it's at the grocery store or out and about or maybe on a walk. See other people as God's child and created in his image. So thanks so much for joining us. I hope you have a great week. Take care and see you next time.